Okay, good morning to all of you. We'll begin this morning's class with a mathematical method for calculating correlation. Yesterday, we learned about scatter diagram, which is one method, and that method is a visual method. That was a theoretical method we learned. Today, we will be learning about Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Now, this Carl Pearson is a British biometrician and a statistician. He's a British, and he was during the era of 1867 to 1936. Okay, and his method is one of the most popular and widely used method for measuring correlation, and it is known as also the Pearson's correlation method, or it is also called the product moment correlation, also called the product moment correlation. Now, he being a statistician, he calculated the coefficient of correlation by first of all using the character R to represent correlation. So R is equal to sigma xy upon under root sigma x squared multiplied by sigma y squared. This is the formula Carl Pearson uses for calculating the coefficient of correlation. So let us straight away go and do a numerical based on this. Now we have marks in maths given. Marks in maths, which let's say is x, then we need to, I'm wiping this out for a moment from here, and we have marks in stats. I'm writing the short form, marks in stats, which we shall call y. Okay. Marks is given as 15, 18, 21, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, then 30, 36, 39, 30, 36, 39, then 42 and 48. 42 and 48. Here the marks given in maths and marks given in statistics is 25, 25, 25, 25, 27, 27, then 31, 33, 31, 33, 35 and 41, 41, 41, 45. Yeah. Now the question says calculate the product moment correlation or calculate Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation from the following data. In other words, we want to see whether this child who has marks in maths and statistics, there is any correlation between them. For finding the correlation, we need to have a mean and the standard deviation. So first and foremost, we will find out from the mean of maths. How do you find mean from maths? mean is equal to sigma x upon n. Add it up. 8 and 10, 13, 14, 18, 25, 31, 40, 42, 50, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22, 24, 26, and 4, 30. So sigma x is equal to 30, 300 upon, there are 10 variables, that is 30. The mean we calculated is 30. From the mean calculated, we will find x minus mean to get the deviation, which is small x, let us say. So 15 minus 30 is minus 15, minus 12, minus 9, minus 6, minus 3, 0, plus 6, plus 9, plus 12, plus 18. So we have found the deviations from the mean. From the mean, 30 minus 15, minus 15, 30 minus 80, minus 12, and so on. Now you see we have the values in plus and minus. To get rid of these, what we can do, we learned in the earlier classes, that we can square the value, x squared. By squaring it, we get rid of the signs. 15, 15s are 225, 12 are 144, 9 9s are 81, 6 6 are 36, 3 3s are 9, 0, 6 6 are 36, 9 9s are 81, 12 12s are 144, 18 18s are 324, 324. Okay. Now, let us go towards statistic side, which is the mean of y is equal to sigma y upon n. Adding this up, 10, 17, 24, 25, 28, 33, 34, 35, 0, 3, 5, 7, 9, 14, 3, 0. Kindly make sure your addition is correct. 330 upon 10, that is equal to 33. So 33 here will say y minus the mean of y, and we call this small y. 33 minus 25 is minus 8, minus 8, minus 6, minus 6, minus 2, 0, 33 plus 2, 41 minus 33 is 8. 45 minus 33, 1 minus 3, 2, 12. Okay. Similarly, to get rid of this, we will square it. 8 8s are 64, 64, 36, 36, 4, 0, 4, 64, 64, 144. Now, what is our formula? Our formula for calculating the correlation is R is equal to sigma xy upon under root sigma x squared multiplied by sigma y squared. So, first and foremost, we have to sum this up, and we have to sum this up to get x squared and y squared, which we need and we also need the sum of x and y. That is, this small x and this y has to be multiplied to get x, y. That is 15 into 8, 120. 12 8s are 96. 9 6 are 54. 6 6 are 36. 3 2s are 6. 0 0 is 0. 6 2s are 12. 9 8s are 72. 12 8s are 96. 18 into 12. 18 and 12. 2 8s are 16. 2 1s are 2 1 3. 1 8s are 8. 1 1s are 1. 8 9 10 11. 216. Now we need to sum it up. So we need the sum of this. 6 and 4 10. 16. 22. 24. 26. 32 and 6 38, carrying 3, here to 5, 9 and 5 14, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 39, 40, carrying 4 to 5, 5, 6, 7, 708. Adding up this 4 and 4 8, 8 and 6, 14, 20, 24, 28, 32 and 4, 36, 36 and 4, 40, 6 and 4, 10, 16, 19, 22, 22 and 6, 28, and then 34, 38, 3 and 1, 4, 480, and x squared will be 5 and 4, 9, 10, 16, 25, 31, 32, 36, 40, 4 and 2, 6, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21 and 3, 24, 24 and 32, 32 and 4, 36, 37, 38, carrying 3 and 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 0, 8, 0. Okay, now we will substitute these values in the formula. Correlation is equal to sigma xy is 708 upon under root sigma x squared is 1080 multiplied by 480. Okay, that is equal to 708 upon multiply these two first 1080 and 480. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 zeros are 0, 8 8s are 64, 8 1s are 8. 4 zeros are 0, 4 8s are 32, 4 1s are 4. 0 0 4 8 11 5 1 8 4 0 0. So that is 5 1 8 4 0 0 under root. First and foremost, find the square root of 5 1 8 4 0 0. Pair them from the back. 7 7s are 49. This is added. 49 51 2 8 4. We got 2 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2. This is the 0 0 comes out, so 1 0 over here. That's how we take out the square root. Okay, so the square root is 720. So what are we left with? R is equal to 708 upon 720. That is equal to 0.9, 0.9, approximately 8, 0.98. Now yesterday I had given you a table showing you the various degrees of the correlations, and 0, anything above 0.9 would be treated as very high degree of positive correlation. So we'll say here very high degree of positive, excuse me, very high degree of positive correlation. This is from the chart I had given you yesterday. Remember, on the board I had written the full chart where it shows you the degree of correlation, positive and minus. On the basis of that, our answer is 0.98. So anything very above 0.9 or above will be treated as very high degree of correlation. Let us have a quick look at it again, once again. You are given the marks of two subjects, maths and statistics. Pay attention now. So if you have missed out something, not understood something, you can understand it once more. Two subject marks are given and we need to find whether there is a correlation between them two. Okay? So the first thing that we do when the marks are given, put them down, and we find first of all their means, and from their means we will find their deviations. So the first thing is maths, assuming it to be x, we sum them up 300 and find the mean. Mean of x is equal to sigma x upon n. That's the formula for calculating mean. 300 upon how many variables are there? 10, 30. 30 is the mean. From mean, x minus the mean, which is 30, and we will call this column as small x. So 15 minus 30, mean is 30, x minus mean, x is 15, minus mean is 30, minus 15. 18 minus 30, minus 12, 21 minus 30, minus 9, 24 minus 30, minus 6, 27 minus 33, and so on. We will find their deviations from the mean, and we are calling this column as small x. Now you will see the deviations that we have obtained. They have the negative and the positive sign. So to get rid of these signs, what do? We square these values up. So x becomes x squared by 15. 15s are 225. 12 12s are 144. 9 9s are 81. 6 6 are 36. 3 3s are 9. 6 6 are 36, and so on. We have squared it, and when we square, automatically the signs will go. So we have worked for maths. Now, same thing we have to do for statistics, the second subject. Sum of the values given for statistics. Statistics we are calling y. So the mean for y will be sigma y upon n. On summing we find this is 330 upon 10. So the mean is 33. What do? Y minus the mean of y, to call it small y. So 25 minus 33 minus 8 minus 8. 27 minus 33 minus 6, again minus 6. 31 minus 33 minus 2, and so on. So we will get the deviations again in minus and plus. To get rid of the signs, we square the values. 8 8s are 64, 6 6 are 36, 2 2s are 4, and so on. Okay, so the signs go. Now the formula, remember, of Karl Pearson's. R is the character being used for correlation. So R is equal to sigma xy upon under root sigma x squared multiplied by sigma y squared. So this will give you the next step. You need to sum x squared and you need to sum y squared. X squared you need to sum up, y squared you need to sum up, and you need to get the sum of x and y. So this small x and this small y you will multiply to get the next column, which is xy. So 15 into 8, 120, 12 8s are 96, 9 6 are 54, 6 6 are 36, and so on. Now we need the sum. Sigma means sum of xy. On adding we get 708. Now all our values are ready after adding up everything. All we need to do is put these values in the formula. Sigma xy is how much? 708 upon under root sigma x squared is 1080. Sigma y squared is how much? 480. So 1080 into 480. Multiply them, you will get 518400 under root. Yep. Find the square root of 518400. You will get the square root as 720. Now 708 upon 720. Take it in the rough and divide it, and you will get the answer 0.98. Work till 2 places of decimals, not beyond that. Okay? Work till 2 places of decimal. It will go on, but work till 2 places of definition and then leave it over there. Okay, then you will get 0.98. Then refer to your table which I had given you yesterday, and that has to be memorized as well, learned by heart. The table says anything above 0.9 and above, you will call it very high degree of positive correlation. We have answer of 0.98, so we will say it has a very high degree of positive correlation. Have you understood all this, all of you children? Anyone has a problem? Actually, okay. Anyone else? Give me an indication. If you have understood, good. Most of you have understood. Good. So, children, you need to memorize the formula and get along. Can I give you another question? We'll do another question. We still have time. Then, what, 3 minutes? 9:27. So, I'll give you the question. You try doing it at home. Okay? I'll give you the question. Take down the question is, calculate, please write down the question. Calculate Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation between birth rate and death rate. Between birth rate and death rate. Okay. You have 2 columns. One is birth rate, second is death rate. Birth rate. Write down 24, 26, 32, 33, 35, 30. I'm calling out again. 24, 26, 32, 33, 35, 30. Come to death rate. Death rate 15, 20, 22, 24, 27, 24. I'm calling out again. 15, 20, 22, 24, 27, and 24. This is the data. So what will you do, children? Birth rate, death rate. Birth rate called X, death rate called Y. Find the mean, and from the mean find the deviations. The deviations that you get, square them to remove the signs. Similarly for death rate, add it up, find the mean, from the mean find the deviations. To remove the signs, square the value. And then this small x and this y, multiply it, and the rest add up x squared, add up y squared, and put them in the formula. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. Try it at home, and when we come to the next class, we will solve it or check on the answer, what the answer is. Is it okay, children? Yeah? So, we will meet again the next class and continue from where we stopped out. Till then, all of you have a nice day and be safe.